Hey guys, and welcome back to WatchGauge.com. My name is John Keel. So today is Friday afternoon that I'm shooting this. It's currently about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was out of the office all day yesterday visiting some friends in New York City and had a fantastic time. When I got to the office this morning, I had something waiting for me. I knew this was coming. It's a prototype of a watch that has yet to be released, starting to be teased now on the internet. Some of the big bloggers out there have been getting their samples. This is actually a sample model that has been around. I think I'm the third recipient now. But it's a brand that I don't carry yet. It's a brand that I have a lot of admiration for, and the owner's fantastic. And this is kind of my hands-on, get a look, get a feel of the watch to see if it's something that would make sense to carry on WatchGauge. I figured since it's here, since it's in this box, I'll do a quick unboxing video, kind of give you a quick overview, and we'll go from there. So, Hamtun Watch Company. I've been following them for quite a while. Super excited about getting this piece. Let's open it up. Okay, so let's take a look-see. So before I actually tear this open, I was speaking with Ross, the founder and owner of Hamtun Watch Company. He mentioned to me that this watch had been around a few times. He doesn't know how the guy who shipped this one to me packaged it up, things like that. So this is not very indicative of how the watch is going to be shipped from the Hamtun Watch Company or any of its retailers. So this is, again, it's a sample piece. It's a prototype. It's a not completely finished, production piece. But let's take a look-see and see how we look. I don't want to cut the box up because this is seems like the box has been traveling around a bit. All right. I think it looks very presentable, being that it's been taken out, boxed, and photographed and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, we've got a leather strap in here in a pretty cool Hamtun watch pouch. It's neat. I've never seen anything like that. I'll tell you, Ross, the packaging to me looks fantastic. I love the way the box has got its fitting in there. So there's not a lot of packing peanuts or bubble or anything like that. And it's the new prototype of the Hamtun Neon Automatic. Sample piece. I guess this is the instruction booklet and warranty card. And there she is. It's the look you're getting of it is the very first time I'm seeing it in person as well. So it's the Hamtun Neon Automatic. Nice crystal case back there. Looks like a custom rotor. You know, it's got a bracelet on it with a buckle that we've seen a few times with this micro adjustment. Actually, I've seen it once before here in WatchGauge, in the NTHs and the Lume Hueys. All right, so let me get a quick look at this thing, kind of go over it with my own eyes and check it out, and then we'll go over it with you guys. So I've taken a few minutes with the Hamtun Neon Automatic, and I hope you guys can excuse me. I'm getting over a pretty nasty head cold here. But at first glance, this watch for sure is made very high quality. I happen to like the look of it a lot. It certainly isn't an homage to something else. Doesn't really look like much else. I have actually had a buddy of mine say, yeah, a little bit of maybe an IWC Ingenieur kind of feel, maybe because of the decorative holes in the bezel. But I think this watch stylistically and design-wise really stands on its own. So really quickly, just to bang out some of the quick specifics, let's look at some measurements here. Hamtun says that the case comes in at 42 millimeters. We're going to check it out here, not including the crown. Yeah, you're right there, 42 millimeters. The case thickness here, we'll measure this up, is a very slim 13.2, 13.1 millimeters. Including the crown, The 42 millimeters extends there to about 46, 45 and change, 46, yeah. And the lug width, I believe they state, is 22 millimeters. Let's take a look. It's hard to, I'm not catching anything here, but yeah, it's 22 millimeters. I can't catch the inside of those lugs with the calipers here. All of the Hamtun models are constructed in 316 stainless steel case and bracelet. In this particular case, obviously, the case and bracelet here, you can see, is the PVD coated version. Truth be told, I'm more of a fan of the stainless steel than I am of the black cases lately. I used to have a couple of black case watches and was really into them, but my styles have personally changed. However, I know that they're still very popular. They're still super hot. The one thing that is not stainless steel, although it's got the same finish as the case and the bracelet, is the bezel. This is actually a brushed ceramic bezel, which I happen to like a lot. Really gives you the comfort that you're not going to be scratching up the bezel at all, which is usually the most likely to get banged up and scratched up. You've got 6 individual screw holes here for the bezel. I'm assuming that those are functional. We have the Hamtun logo at 12 o'clock. I took a look at the Hamtun logo. I was trying to figure out what it was really quickly, but if you look at the logo, you can see here, I'll pull it over to a bigger size. You have an H on the top and a W on the bottom there, so it's for Hamtun watches. Simple enough. I like the logo. It doesn't look like an HW at first glance, but once you figure it out, I happen to like it. I think it's very cool that you can kind of put your own spin on what you think it might look like. For some odd reason, made me think of like Battlestar Galactica and the ships, you know, from Battlestar Galactica, the show that I used to watch as a kid. Completing out the dial, you have hash marks for the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 10 and 11, where you've got 3, 6, and 9 in Arabic there, and in a cool kind of funky block type of font. All of the yellow you see there on the dial is grade A Superluminova, so it's going to be super bright. I'll take some Lume shots in a minute for you, maybe a little Lume video of the watch. What's really a nice accent is in between the bezel and the case. I'm thinking and I'm guessing, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, that there's you know, a matching ring here that matches to the color of the Superluminova on the dial. And I'm pretty sure I'm right, but that, I'm guessing, is anodized aluminum, which it gives it a nice pop. From the head-on look, you don't really see it. And then on the side, you just have that little pop of color, which I really like. You've got a signed crown here, which is the Hamtun logo. You've got what they call the H bracelet, or the H-link bracelet. So you've got the H pattern. I'm a big fan of this buckle. We visited this buckle with a couple of watches recently from NTH and Lou and Huey. This is the buckle where you've got 2 buttons here that opens the clasp and closes the clasp, or snaps closed, but you've got the 2 buttons, the safety. If you press 1, it's not going to open. You have to press 2. Really secure. I like that. I also like the fact that they did finish the interior part of the buckle in the PVD coating, which some brands don't, and to me that's seems a little unfinished. But a very nice buckle. My favorite part of it, I got some flack from that video I did the last time with an expandable buckle, talking about, you know, eating too much soy sauce and Japanese food and stuff, and when you need to open it up on the fly, you've got a smaller set of buttons here on the rear end, and you press those in. You can adjust the buckle, larger, smaller, to make it fit every day. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you get a watch on a bracelet and, you know, it never fits right. It's either a little too loose, a little too tight. This buckle alleviates that whole issue entirely. You can even do it while it's on your wrist. Super easy. Inside of the Hamtun Neon, they went with the Swiss-powered STP 1-11 movement. I think it was a smart move in this particular case, just to kind of break away from the pack a little bit. I'm a huge fan of the Seikos and the Miyotas, you know, the Miyoto 9 series, the Seiko NH series. I'm a huge fan of that movement. I think bang for the buck, you really can't beat it. However, for a couple bucks more, you can step up to the Swiss STP movement. One thing that you rarely ever see with any micro brand is any kind of customization to the movement. You've got a Sapphire Crystal case back there. At least I'm 99% sure it's sapphire. It may be mineral, but I think it's sapphire. But it's got a customized rotor. So the rotor itself, if you guys could see it, I can't really see it because I'm getting old and I have bad eyes. But without looking more closely, I can't see it. But on the rotor there, it says neon. It's decorated with a Côte de Genève type of pattern. It's also blacked out. And I think it's a really nice touch for something that you wouldn't typically find in a micro brand or a watch of this price point. It's got a screw down crown. Give it a couple of winds backwards there, unscrew it. We're in winding mode here. It's only one position out because there's no date on this particular watch. Very, very smooth to wind, very smooth to operate. To screw it back in, again, very, very smooth. Stops for you. Do it again. You'll notice there that when I pull that crown out, the second hand stops, so it's got a hacking feature, which I'm a big fan of. You can set your watch to extreme accuracy with the atomic clock or whatever timing mechanism you use. This exact Hamtun Neon is known as the Sun version. The Sun version meaning that it's got the yellow markers dial, the yellow markers and indices on the dial. It comes in 5 other dial variations. You have the Neon Starlight, the Neon Sky, the Meadow, the Sunset, and the Day. The Day has a fully illuminated dial. Each one of the dial variations is available in either brushed stainless steel or the PVD. Get a quick look at the Lume on the Hamtun Neon. Definitely a nice pop to it. Let's get a good amount of light in there. As I showed you when I unboxed the watch, we've got nice little packaging here, little Ziploc packaging. It's pretty cool. I've never seen one of these little packets, but I think it's a clever way to pack a watch strap. And take a look at the strap they provide. And I haven't gotten the details from Ross. I really have to, but I'm guessing at the moment that the watch is the strap is included in the watch. That's my guess. I may be wrong on that, so don't crucify me if I'm wrong, and certainly don't text me and tell me I owe you a strap. It looks really, really finely made, double stitched. You've got you've got a black stitch on the interior here and a matching neon stitch on the exterior. It's got the logo embossed inside. Really soft. This is actually a very, very nice strap. One of the nicer straps I've seen, not only from a micro brand, from any brand. What's really neat is, I guess on the inside of the buckle here, there's a piece of leather that extends out, and so that way, I guess when it's on your wrist, move my shirt here, when it's on your wrist, that buckle is not touching your wrist at all or has any ability to dig into it. Pretty clever, I like that. A lot of thought went into this watch, a lot of thought went into a handful of the different aspects that you may or may not see in other brands. So well done, Ross, really. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I think you did a great job with this watch. To be honest with you, the watch that really caught my attention from Hamtun was the H1, the dive watch, the first watch they came out with. I've never had my hands on one. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one. But in the meantime, the Neon is currently on Kickstarter. Looks like the delivery, based on what they're saying, is somewhere going to be around August, and starting it at 259 pounds, and which equates to about $360 US. So for $360, you're getting 316 stainless steel, ceramic bezel, Swiss powered automatic movement, and all in all, a really, really well-made watch. I don't know the exact price it's going to come out at full retail once the Kickstarter's over, so if you're interested, jump on over to Hamtun Watch Company. I will put a link down below in the description, and go check them out. I think they're really well done. Kudos, Ross. At this point, you know, with this watch being so far away from delivery, don't know if and when we're going to get them on WatchGauge, if we're going to partner up. I certainly would love to have some discussions with them, because the Neon absolutely fits the bill of a brand that I would want to carry on WatchGauge. Great design, great quality, very well made, very well thought out, and bang for the buck. So a big thank you to Ross for sending me out the Hamtun Neon. I love it. A little disappointed that I'm not going to be able to represent and sell them on WatchGauge for a few months, because obviously they're not due to be delivered till August. But very, very well done, my friend. I think he did a great job with this watch. It's very well made. I'm looking forward to seeing the stainless steel one. Then I'll throw it on the strap, because I'm a stainless steel guy. I'm not a bracelet guy. We all know that by now. But excellent execution. Well done. Very, very proud of you, and dig the watch. So those of you who have any interest, trust me, I'm sending it elsewhere because I don't have them. Jump on the Hamtun Watch Company website and check these guys out. Really well made, and I can't wait to get a hold of the H1 Divers watch from you guys. Really looking forward to getting that one on my wrist. And I kind of messed up again, as I always do. Wrist check. I'm still rocking my Stratton Synchro. I love this watch. This thing is fantastic. These you can find on WatchGauge. All right, check them out. Go to WatchGauge.com. Follow us on all of our social channels. Like our Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe here on YouTube. Leave any comments, any questions. Tell me what you think about the Hamtun down in the comments section, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you have any questions about it, I have a couple questions for Ross that I'm going to shoot an email over as far as final pricing and a couple other specs. But fantastic. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will speak to you next week. Bye now.